Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Shalom. I'm David Mencer, Israeli government spokesman for the National Public Diplomacy Directorate in the Office of the Prime Minister on Monday, the 25th of November, day 416 of the October 7th war. Just a very short briefing from me to leave time for your questions. Firstly, on the tragic fallen amongst Israel's armed forces. With regret, I share that Israel's fallen soldiers have reached 804 since our last briefing. Sergeant First Class in the Reserves Eitan Ben-Ami was 22 years old and from Jerusalem. He fell in battle in southern Lebanon. Major in the Reserves Zev Chanoch Jabo Ehrlich was 70 and from Ofra, and he was the renowned scholar of Israeli geography. He was killed in southern Lebanon while accompanying an IDF force. Sergeant Gur Kahati was 20 years old and from Nir Banim. He fell in southern Lebanon. And First Sergeant Ron Epstein was just 19 years old from Nesher, and he fell in northern Gaza. The achievements of this military campaign are many, but the war has exacted a very heavy price. And our hearts are with the bereaved families. May their memories be a blessing forever. Moving to our north and central Israel, yesterday in Israel, more than 500 air raid sirens, 250 missiles fired at Israel, 7 million Israelis running for shelter. Imagine just one missile fired at Paris, or one at New York, or one in London. What would their government's reaction be? The IDF is degrading Hezbollah's ability to carry out attacks against Israel. We have diminished Hezbollah greatly. Next to Kogat and aid going into Gaza. As you will have heard over the last few days, Israel's been accused of starvation, but here are the facts. 872,000 tons of food alone have gone in on 40,000 trucks. That is a fact. 51,000 tons of water on 2,500 trucks have gone in. That is also a fact. Hamas destroyed water pipelines. Israel has rebuilt them together with water pumping facilities. Those are facts. 86,000 tons of shelter on 6,500 trucks have gone into Gaza. Those are facts. 27,000 tons of medical supplies on 3,000 trucks. Another fact. 27.5 million litres of fuel. Fact. Those have gone in. 26,000 tons of gas. Also a fact. They have gone in as well. 44,000 tons of mixed aid have gone in. Now in total, 1,143,000 tons of aid have gone into Gaza. That's the equivalent of 2.2 billion tons of humanitarian aid. Excuse me, that's the equivalent of 2.2 billion pounds of humanitarian aid. It seems that Karim Assad Ahmad Khan has a problem with facts. So that's the end of our briefing today. We'll now take your questions. Please put them in the chat together with your news outlet. Thank you. First question is from Hannah Julian. Can you comment on Britain's announcement a few days ago that the UK will arrest Prime Minister Netanyahu if he arrives for a visit? Thank you for that question, Hannah. On those reports, I have seen reports from the Home Office in the UK, from the Home Secretary, and I've also seen reports from a spokesperson at number 10 Downing Street. So, and they are somewhat, there is somewhat a lack of coherence between those two positions. So let me share with you our position on this issue, because this issue obviously was released on Thursday afternoon. So the State of Israel rejects outright the issuance of these illegal arrest warrants against the Prime Minister and the former Defence Minister of this country since the beginning of this war, which began, of course, with the murderous terrorist attacks by Hamas on October 7th. Last year, the State of Israel has acted and will continue to act in accordance with international law to protect its citizens. Hannah, I'll be straight with you. There is no force on earth that will stop Israel protecting our citizens. No force on earth. Now, this court's decision is the epitome of absurdity. It places the attackers and the attacked alongside each other. It's an unparalleled moral folly. It's a black day for the International Criminal Court, which has lost all legitimacy to continue its operations. The court has no jurisdiction to discuss Israel's case. Israel is not a member of the course, and we have a robust, independent judiciary as well. And we've made this all very, very clear, so we reject its jurisdiction. Many countries, and this answers your question particularly, Hannah, many countries and international law experts have made it clear that the court is exceeding its authority and is acting without any jurisdiction in this case. The State of Israel is a strong democracy. We are an independent and with an independent and effective judicial system that is respected internationally. Now, these courts' accusations are baseless. They demonstrate a discriminatory attitude towards Israel. They distort international law, and they are harmful to every single democratic state that is defending itself and fighting terrorism. Okay, that seems to be the last question here today. So in the meantime, we are available for interview. Please do get in touch. In the meantime, thank you for joining us today. Please do stay safe, and we'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye-bye.